Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Sankirtan ki jai. Should we keep going or let's lecture? I can sing, but like I can sing while I'm reading this. Yeah, I got it. Is there like something that can like...
Here, I'll give you the stand here.
Thank you. It's fine.
It's hard to get it to stop.
Yeah. I'll just do that tune. This is fine. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Jai Jagannath, Jai
Jagannath, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra.
Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra.
Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra.
Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Gora Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol.
Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Ma ki Jai.
Jai.
Lecture now. We have to lecture.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome for our Saturday weekly Sangha, special spiritual series that we are going in this month of Kartik. Today is the first week. Last week we inaugurated. We prepared the mood and consciousness to prepare ourselves as we began Kartik, and we started this week on Tuesday, and we've been doing online programs for the last 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yesterday we had our very first home program in Covington, Kentucky at Jai Radha Mataji's house and their family, so they very nicely hosted the first home program of Kartik, and today is our first center program for the week 1 of Kartik, and this audience is very sweet and short and simple today, but that is the mood of Brajavasis also, right? We are like Vrindavan, we are collectively assembled here together. So we will today hear from His Grace Shyamananda Pandit Prabhu, Shyamananda Pandit Prabhu ki jai. So he is a well-known personality here, all of us. See, he's always in the back. He's always in the back scene. So he's never. But he's also the face of ISKCON Cincinnati. He has been here with us for many years now, since we had our first center in Springdale. And Shyamananda Pandit Prabhu is part of our center council, and he helps behind the scenes in many important activities, including fundraising, for our temple, for our centers. He coordinates the activities for special festivals. Of course, he, for the first service that I always remember, which is very dear for him, and is always fond of his. He'll be the first person to come in, like I would mention you. Like when we started our first center, he had the seva of coming in along with Vijay Govind Prabhu. They will come first, they will leave at the last, right? That's a very important service, very, very hard service. You come in, you get everything ready, set up, and then you get clean up everything, and then leave at the end, So a lot of time commitment. He used to do that for many years, and then of course now we have more, as our congregation grew, we have more helping hands to help, but he has tremendously helped in many aspects and facets. So today he will lead us off with the katha in Hindi, but I think since we don't have any English speaker, we'll try to do it in English, right? So Prabhu will try to speak in both Hindi and English. So this is the pastime of, he prepared in Hindi, but the pictures speak 1,000 words. So in Krishna's case, it is millions of words. So today's topic is, in Hindi, it is Pūtanā Ki Mukti Katha. So it's the deliverance of Pūtanā. So little Krishna, the first demon that came to try to kill little Krishna was Pūtanā, and how Krishna delivers Pūtanā. So today we'll hear about the glories of that pastime. And then, like we said last week, this is a 6-part series. So Next week we'll have Damodar Leela, then Govardhan Leela, then Brahma Vimohan Leela, and then finally we'll have Kalya Daman Leela. So we have 6 pastimes lined up for this beautiful month of Kartik. And like I said, yeah, for those who have not yet joined, who all joined for our programs, online programs this week? Hare Bol, very nice. So there are a few who didn't. Please help, please join us every evening from Monday to Thursday, 7:30 to 8:10. We do Kirtan, then we have a short Katha, and then we do Damodarashtakam singing, and then Gopi Geet. So that is our program every online on Monday to Thursday, and then Friday and Sunday. So tomorrow, Sunday, we'll have the second home program at Nalin Prabhu and Pragyan Mataji's home. So we look forward to having your association there. So we'll announce maybe again towards the end as more devotees come in. But now we'll hand off to Shyamananda Pandit Prabhu. Hare Bol. Thank you, Prabhu. Kids classes will start. Kids classes. Yes, Meenakshi Mohini is taking the kids class. And Sonam Mataji for the Bal Gopal. Okay, Sonam Mataji for Bal Gopal class, Meenakshi Mohini for the Dhruva class. So kids can go to the kids classes, and we'll begin here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We'll start with Mangalacharan and then we'll start with the class. Om Ajnanam Timirandasya Jnanam Janashalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Pachyat Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. श्रीला प्रभुपाद जी के चरणों में मैं सर्वप्रथम झुककर अपनी प्रणति अर्पण करता हूँ। तत्पश्चात मैं मेरे प्रिय गुरु महाराज श्री असित कृष्ण स्वामी के चरणों में बारंबार सत्प्रणति अर्पण करते हुए उनकी कृपा याचना का याचक हूँ। और तत्पश्चात आप सभी वैष्णव वृंदों की आपके सबके चरणों में इस दास का बारंबार प्रणाम। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधु एव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So, well, it's going to be tough, huh? English and Hindi. Hare Krishna. So, today we are going to start the class on the series of Krishna Katha. And the first Katha in this part of the series is Pūtanā, Deliverance of Pūtanā. So, I think everybody understands English, correct? It's fine if I speak. I'll try Hindi if I miss some words in between, but I'll try. My entire presentation is for Hindi, but I'll try to see how much Krishna can offer me the intelligence today to speak that. So we are going to talk about that, and I'll try my best to, in the short span of time, to try to give as much information on this Leela so we can enjoy it. So Krishna says that in this entire material creation, there are many living entities, and among them, there are many human beings among them, because we have animals, reptiles, trees that cannot move, but even living beings like human beings are also there. But in Krishna says that he chooses one specific person out of them to take part in his services, in his Leela and in his pastimes. So then the question can be raised that why Krishna chooses out of 100 or 1,000 only one or couple of them. So that I cannot speak for it, because that decision is made by Krishna. But what I can say that in Bhagavad Gita chapter 9 verse 29, Krishna says, Samoham sarva bhuteshu. So he says that I'm equal to all. So because of that, he says that now he chooses on his own among all those thousands and millions, he chooses a couple of devotees like Yashoda Mai, correct? And then Nanda Baba, Devki, Vasudev. So we don't know, but that is his reason. But what it guarantees that he chooses someone first. It's not like he just randomly picks. He decides who he wants to take, make him part in his service. So I have been in Cincinnati for many years, and I have seen thousands and thousands of people come and go in our center. And it's so fortunate that Krishna selects some of them for his attendance of Bhagavad Gita class coming into center here, for his Leela and for his messages. So he first chooses, and what I can say, even Upanishad also confirms that. And it says in Hindi, जिसको वह चुनते हैं उसी को वही अपना स्वरूप दिखाते. Means he shows his entire form only to the people he chooses. So that is why. So we are very fortunate today because all of you are here, and because Krishna has chosen us to be taking part in his service of listening his katha in the auspicious month of Kartik. So we should be very thankful. And it says you cannot get Guru, or what do I say? Guru Krishna Prasade Paye Bhakti Lata Bij. So without the mercy of Krishna and Guru, you cannot get this seed. So we can say that Bhagwan ki bhakti keval Bhagwan, Santo, Guru or Vaishnav ki kripa se milti hai. So we can get the mercy of Lord only through him, the Lord himself, then the sages, and then the Guru, and then the devotees who have assembled. Without there, we cannot have mercy without that. So because of their mercy, we are all sitting here, and we are happy that our, how can I say, nature, we are encouraging and nourishing our nature because of their bhakti today and their mercy. So with that, let us start our class today. So it's going to be very difficult because I had prepared in Hindi, so it's going to be challenging, but let me think how I can put it up. So there were two parties, Devtas, the divine gods, demigods, and Kans, who were waiting very, very impatiently. The divines were waiting for Krishna's avatar to come on this planet because they wanted Krishna to come and play pastime, Leela. And Kans was waiting for Krishna's avatar because he is looking to kill him as soon as he is born, because he's the danger for his life. He's going to kill him. So I'll just give you the background of where this katha starts. This katha, first 5 days of Krishna's born in Bhagavatam chapter 10, the first 5 chapters are belonging to Krishna's first 5 days. And the 6th chapter starts with Pūtanā, and Pūtanā comes on the 6th day of Krishna. So it's a very fortunate. Sorry. Yeah? So, Hare Krishna. So I was giving background. So yeah, the first 5 days of Krishna, of his avatar, are described in Canto 10, first 5 chapters. And then the 6th chapter belongs to Pūtanā. Why Sukdev Goswami selected 6th chapter? Because it was the 6th day when Pūtanā comes to Gokul Vrindavan. And that is where Pūtanā is coming there. So normally in Vrajvasi, I don't know here, but what I understand from Vrajvasi, that on the 6th day, there is a ceremony of sanskar. So when the kid is born, after 6th day, they do sanskar of the kids. So at that day, the festival of sanskar is going on, like, all the good things like we have here in America. We don't have sanskar, but we go for vaccination. So in there are sanskar. So it was the festival and everything was going. So Nand Maharaj, the father of Krishna, decided, because when Krishna was born, there was so much wealth and opulence came to to Vrindavan and Gokul. Because of it, so the land became fertile, the crops became fertile, the mountains started emanating jewels. And everywhere you can see the richness because when Krishna comes, he comes with him, correct? And Lakshmi Devi is his wife. So all the Lakshmi is there already. So then Nand Baba thought that I am heard that Kans has made an announcement to kill all the kids. So before they come and find out that I also have a small kid, and they might get an excuse that I have not paid tax, and they might come, they might see that I have a kid. So he decides that I should go and give tax beforehand before they can come, so they will not come to my place. So on the 6th day, Nand Baba goes to Mathura to pay tax while the festival is going at home. So Nand Baba is in Mathura, and when he is giving his tax, Vasudev ji was made free from the prison. So Kans had tried to kill the 8th kid that Vasudev had brought with him from Mathura. So what happened at that time? He tried to kill that 8th baby, and that baby flew up in the air and took the form of Durga Ma, the Yog Maya. So with her 8 forms, 8 hands, she takes the form and she tells Kans. Now Kans is a devotee of Durga Ma, and the Durga Ma comes up and says that you have been killing innocent kids, but learn this, that the boy has already taken birth and he's already there, so stop killing these innocent kids. So Kans gets that his Ishta Devi, like his deity that he's praying for all the time, has taken birth in the form of this and gave this message. So he becomes merciful at that time, and he frees his sister Devki and Vasudev from that time. So they were freed, and after that Nand Baba comes to pay tax. So Nand Baba brought so much tax that the entire Mathura would know that, because there is an excess of doodh, dahi and ghee. So when everybody knows, then everybody knows that Nand Baba has come to pay tax. So Vasudev ji also found out that this tax, Nand Baba has come into Mathura. So he does not invite his own brother Nand Baba to his home. He instead goes in a park where Nand Baba is staying to meet him there. The reason being that if he comes at home, then Kans and his messengers would come to know that he has visited. So there might be some problem of the kids being exchanged or something. So he did not trust, and Vasudev was a very smart man. So he goes and he tells, so the exchange between 2 brothers happen, which is the end of 5th chapter. And the very last 2 verses, Vasudev ji tells to Nand Baba, that now, since you have finished all your taxes and purposes for your visit here, you should rush back to Gokul, because there are some challenges that will happen, or there will be some impious activities that could happen in Gokul, where you are the prince or you are the king, so you have to go and protect. And there could be, some challenges for your kid also. So you should rush back to Gokul. So this is where chapter 5 ends, chapter 5. And then the chapter 6 begins, where Nand Maharaj is now going towards Gokul. So Nand Maharaj remembers the word of his brother Vasudev, and he says, if Vasudev has said, then it can never be wrong. Because when Vasudev was born, there was a future Bhavishyavani, I don't know how I call it in English. There was a prediction. There was a prediction made that this boy will never speak lie. So everybody knew that Vasudev ji was a very truthful person and he will never speak lie. So Nand Maharaj remembered this, and he thinks that I'm sure that Vasudev is saying, so there must be some heavy weightage to it. So let me rush back towards that. But at that time he had Belgadi, cart, bullock cart. So he thinks that from Mathura to Gokul, I cannot reach in time. So what is the only step I can do if I cannot reach? So he decided, that is where the first verse starts from, that he cannot reach fast, so what shall I do? So from that same minute, he takes the shelter of the lotus feet of Hare, the Lord, and he takes the shelter. And he starts praying. So if you remember, like whenever a human being is put into any challenges or any fearful situation, his spiritual inner awakening is awakened. And that is time. So if you see even in the plane, when there is turbulence or things happen, people say, oh Lord, oh Jesus, there is your true identity comes out. So whenever you are in fear, that is the true identity comes out. So Nand Maharaj here gives us very important lesson to teach. He takes, as in Shastra it says, Harim Jagam Sharnam. So he takes the shelter of lotus feet. And when he takes Utpatam Agam Sankitam, means when there is challenges or problems in our life. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that this place is Dukkhalayam. So in every stage in our life, there will always be problems and challenges. Whether you have money, you will get problem based according to the wealth you have. People who are poor, they will get problem according to their situation. But nobody in this world can say, I am free from problems or challenges. Everyone will come. So if we come in that situation and we have to come, then Nand Baba teaches us that if you take the shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, then you will never have any problems and challenges. So we say with that, like, we take the shelter of Harinam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that is a beautiful teaching that Nand Baba gives, and that's the first verse in the chapter of this Pūtanā deliverance. So when Nand Maharaj is leaving Mathura and coming towards Gokul, no slides, Prabhuji, I'm just prepared. So today I'm trying to talk. I'll show it in the learnings. So while he's returning, at the same time, Pūtanā is now coming towards Gokul, because she was already appointed by Kans, because when Durga Devi ji told that your killer has been taken birth and he's already there. So now they had a meeting in Kans cabinet, and they decided that Durga Mataji came, or Durga Devi came, and she said all these things. So now what do we do? So one of the ministers says, like, look, why you are so afraid, Kans? Because of your fear, all the demigods are running around. So you should not be fearful. Problem is with Brahma, he is already busy in studying Veda, so he doesn't have time for you. So don't worry about him. Shiva, he is always meditating somewhere, so he doesn't have time for you. The real danger for you is Vishnu. And Vishnu is a problem. So yes, so wherever there is cow and wherever there is Brahman or sages, you kill them. So Vishnu is the real source of all religion. He will die automatically. And then the one kid is left who has taken birth, correct? That you are fearful. Then how old will he be? He would be like 5 days, 15 days, 20 days, 30 days, 1 month. So then the minister says, we can kill all the kids who have taken birth for 1 month in the span of 1 month, and we can kill all of them. And everybody in the, in the hall of Kans agreed, and they started clapping and said, this is great. Then Pūtanā stands up and says, I'll be the president of Children Killing Committee. I know how to kill kids, so I'll take that position. So then people says, no, you can't just kill kids like that, because if you kill, then people will start revolt, that how in the Kans kingdom, children are being killed, correct? So they said that you have to devise such a plan that the kids are killed, but it looks like natural, so it doesn't feel like they can do. So that is where Pūtanā gets the idea of putting poison and breastfeeding a kid. So nobody would know, correct? Because you are just feeding a kid and the kid will die. So, and she had such a powerful poison, which is called halahal poison. So just by touching the poison, kids would die. It was that powerful. So she made the plan. So now that Pūtanā is coming towards Gokul. And as soon as this second verse is being said, Maharaj Parikshit heard about this and he got afraid. He got shaken because he understood that Pūtanā is going to come and might kill Krishna where Krishna is. So on his face, the fear is there. Then the Sukdev Goswami speaks the third verse. And then he says, Parikshit Maharaj, there is nothing to fear, because his father Nand Baba has taken the shelter of lotus feet of the Lord. And then you don't have to worry, because the God himself has taken birth there. So wherever there is God, there cannot be anything wrong. Correct? So don't worry about it and just hear patiently, because sometimes when you hear this story, you know, emotions, this is how it happens in movies also, correct? You know what will happen, but you still get that excitement and fear. And now, of course, with Kartik month comes the Halloween month, correct? The fearful thing. So people try to scare each other, correct? So this is that same thing. Parikshit Maharaj was getting nervous, and that is where Sukdev Goswami was giving him consolidation by saying that no need to worry, because anyone who ever takes any shelter in any type of problems you have in life, and if you take the shelter and you accept Krishna in your heart, in your mind, and in your bhakti, then all of your problems will go away. And so that is how it says in Parikshit Maharaj has been consolidated like that. And then Pūtanā now tries to go towards Gokul. So at that time, lot of Acharya has given a lot of commentary that why Pūtanā decided to come to Gokul. There were so many Vraj Gaons, and why? So there it is said that Krishna knows what is in past, what is happening in present, and what will happen in future. So he already knew what Pūtanā was going to do. So he told Pūtanā with his radar, turn towards Gokul and come to my home. Because he knows everything inside of every human being. So whether it is any person living that is who can move, does not move, all the living entities, whether in the water, in the space, anywhere, is known to Krishna, what they will act and what is within their heart. So he knew it, and that is why he guides Pūtanā, because he did not want any kids to die in his father's hometown in Vraj. So he says, so now Pūtanā immediately comes into the Gokul village, and then now she is looking for the place to go. So of course she knows that, how can I say it? She knows that Nand Maharaj had a baby. So now she's mind is coming there, and that is what Krishna is diverting that to come. So at that time, Pūtanā decides, so first she was like flying in the air. And while she was flying in the air, she had to decide which village to take place in or to take part in. And that is why Krishna guides her towards that. So when she's roaming around, there is this word. So let me try to explain this meaning, and it might look a little bit harsh, sorry to say, but I'm not speaking my own opinion. It is from the Guru Maharaj. And Sri Radha Goswami Maharaj, he's like one of the best speakers for Bhagavatam. So I've taken this lecture from him, and I'm sharing exactly the words. So Pūtanā means, Pu means good, and Na means not. So one who is not good is Pūtanā. So that is the definition given. So now Pūtanā, because she is not good, because first she was a demon, then she was also habit of killing kids and drinking blood and of kids and eating kids. So that was her intention. She was not good. But you can understand that we always think that, oh, this is history and Pūtanā is like, imagine like coming with a poison to breastfeed a kid, correct? So we think that it is in past and we don't exist. But I'm sorry to say that even Pūtanā exists in today's world. And we don't realize that, but the word abortion is worse than Pūtanā. Because today people make abortion on choices, and that is you killing a living being. So that is what Radha Goswami Maharaj had said, that it's a very sad situation in today's world, that it is not, these are just stories, but you can understand and you can relate. People have choice and they take this step. So Pūtanā was like that, and now because she decided she can come, so she was a demon, she can choose to take any form and she can go any place. So now she's coming to deciding, so she was flying in the air and she sees Gokul, so everybody is dressed beautifully and everybody is looking nice because there was wealth. Krishna came and there was a wealth in the society. So then she decided she will take one of the most beautiful, dress, or change her body into a beautiful woman, and she'll come. So she decided to take the form of like exactly replica of Lakshmi Devi. So you can imagine. And in essence of time, I will not go much in detail, but Sukdev Goswami gives the definition of a beautiful woman. So like of course, this is not from anybody's opinion, but I'm sharing my personal thought on this because I come from fashion. So we say 36, 24, 36, women's beauty. That exactly Sukdev Goswami describes in Bhagavatam. That her breasts were big, her waist was small, and her hips were big. So this is how there's so much description given. And you can imagine the demon Pūtanā who's going to come and kill, her beauty is also described. So this is how our Acharya thinks. They never discriminate between good or bad. They say it as it is. And she had taken a very beautiful roop or the form of a woman. And then she comes. So now she has taken that form and she is now walking. So everybody is mesmerized by her beauty, of Pūtanā's beauty. So she is wearing a malti flower in her hair, and then she is wearing a beautiful sari, and she looks beautiful. So she is taking lotus flower in her hand, and she is walking like this. So all the boys of Vraj, they were mesmerized. They had nothing to speak. And then gopis, the matas, like who were also friends of Yashoda Mai and Rohini, they were also mesmerized. That it looks like, because there was so much wealth, they felt that Lakshmi Devi has come to see Krishna or to find her Narayan. So nobody stopped her, and she immediately walks into Nand Maharaj's home. Now, as soon as she comes there, you can imagine in today's world, what a rich people will have there in their home. Security, correct? Otherwise, they will have dogs, or they will have some kind of arrangement that nobody can just trespass the party or enter the home. So Nand Maharaj being the king and having all this festivity, I'm sure he must have that. But she was so beautiful that nobody bothered to even stop her. Now let's say if we are all getting gathered here, get together every Saturday. Now immediately some new person comes in. Wouldn't you recognize that person? That somebody is new here. So imagine an entire Vraj who are entering Nand Baba's house. They know that there is a new person, but nobody dares to stop her. She walks in, beautiful. So at that time, because she is smiling also and she is very pleasant, nobody felt to stop her. So at that time, I remember the story of Acharya Vidyasagar. Does anybody know Vidyasagar? He was a very learned man. He became a Digambari Jain. So he was based in Calcutta, and he was a very learned man. So one day, and he was a very highly philosophical and very learned man. So he was invited to one of the gatherings of the philosophers and party. So he went in a very simple dress, like his clothes were not nice and tidy. So as soon as he's about to enter, the security stops him and says, "This is not the place for beggars. This is the place for highly established people. And you don't look like one, so you should not be entering this place." So he goes back to his home. He puts in all fancy clothes. He wears his beautiful socks, shoes, pants, tie, shirt, jacket. And he now comes to the same party again. So from very far, the security just smiled and says, "Yeah, you can enter," without even questioning. So as soon as he enters, and then the party starts, and he sits on a dining table, and he's supposed to eat food. So instead of eating food in his mouth, he's taking chutney and putting it on his tie. He's taking sabji and putting in his suit pocket. And then he's taking some soup and putting it on pant. So all the people who are sitting there, they get mesmerized and they say that this man has gone crazy. Look, even intelligent people can go crazy like this. So they're saying. And so one of them asks, "Prabhuji, what are you doing?" So he says, "I'm doing right." So he says, "But you're putting food." He says, "No, there is no respect for me. The respect is for clothes. Because of these clothes, I was able to enter this party. So I don't deserve the food. The clothes deserve the food." So now you know why I'm telling this. This is exactly what Pūtanā did. When you are looking good, you are dressed up nicely, you smile at everyone, nobody will stop you. Yes, yes, come in. That is exactly what happened at that time. So even Gopiya could not even stop her. So this is why now you can understand why I gave the example of the Jain Vidyasagar ji. So this is what happens when anybody, and we can see it in today's world, it happens. Right? And I'm prime example. I have trespassed many parties like that. So I can speak for it. So yeah, so she was dressed up very nicely. She had everything, and then she goes. Now, so when she was smiling, she enters Nand Bhavan, and then now she's looking where the kir is. So she enters the place where the kir is. Now in that room, Yashoda Mai and Rohini and all her friends are there, and they realize that there is a new woman entering the place where Krishna is. But they don't bother to stop her because she was so smiling and she had such loving motherly nature and expressing her show that everybody was just mesmerized. But within that, Putana's heart was very cruel. She was very fierce and she knows that she's coming with poison. But outside, it was like very nice. So it's like a sword. If you see a sword, it's in cover. You will never realize its sharpness unless you pull it out. So that was Putana. From outside, very nice. But from inside, she's ready to kill. So that was her motive, and that is how she comes in there. So now, she is coming, and she is now coming towards Krishna. And immediately when Krishna sees her coming, he closes his eyes. So now just on this closing of the eyes, I can speak for hours and hours, because there are so many Goswamis who have given. But I'll put it in short. So very short, first Krishna says, he's thinking that she is coming to feed me milk as a mother, but I know what she wants to do. So he's thinking, what I have done? Why did she come into Mathura? Why she's coming to Gokul? And within Gokul, why she's coming to Maya? So he's thinking like that, Krishna. Then he realizes one more thing. And of course, because Krishna, before he acts, he's always in Satogun, he's Bhagwan, he knows everything. So by this we can learn that before we take any action, we should think, contemplate on what our results can come out. So he's thinking, then he realizes that when I took Ram Avatar, there also the first time I had to fight with a woman. Does anyone remember? Tadka, yes. There also women. Yeah, and then when I come here, the first is also Putana. And I came here to steal makhan, butter, yogurt and ghee. And instead of that, I'm going to be eating poison. So he's contemplating all these things in his mind. And then he's thinking about Lord Shiva. And he says, Lord Shiva, you know the lesson and the learnings of drinking a poison. So this is your work. You should come and help me, because I am here to eat, drink milk, eat yogurt and ghee. Correct? So this is what he's thinking. And in his mind, he's thinking like this. So there are so many acharyas giving this kind of things. So in his thinking like this, so in that time, Putana comes there, and Putana glances at the boy, because now she wants to pick up the boy. So she had to do it all in one action, and Krishna had closed his eye. So Putana is just going to pick up a boy, like from the cradle. So at that time, Sukdev Goswami gives an example of a charcoal and a straw fire. So I don't know, because we are all used to burning Duke Energy's gas at home and electric gas. We don't know what a charcoal fire or a straw fire looks like. From outside, it looks very dark gray. You will see that there is no fire. But those who live in village, in the winter season, they know that if you put your finger inside, you will burn, because inside it is fire. So similarly, Putana goes to pick up a charcoal, but she does not realize that there is a fire within Krishna. The person who controls everything, she is going to pick that up, and she does not realize that this boy is not an ordinary boy, and this boy will kill me, because he is the controller of entire creation. So she does not. So just like in village, like in evening time, there are snakes, they just sit on the land. Because in India or in Texas or in Phoenix, if you see, if the land is flat, the snakes have nowhere to hide in the caves. So they lie flat on the ground. So in India, there are not too many caves or like this, the land is flat. So Sukdev Goswami gives another example, apart from fire, that if somebody in the evening, 7:38, when it becomes dark, you don't have great vision. So in America and in Western world, even the science has proved, early morning sunrise and sunset, highest car accident happens because your visibility dies down because of the light blends into the nature. So similarly, when it's dark, somebody picks up snake thinking it as a rope. What will snake do? It will bite immediately. So Pūtanā just goes and picks up Krishna without understanding who this boy is. She is thinking, just I have killed many boys, I'll kill this boy. So this is a very beautiful description given there in Srimad Bhagavatam by Sukadeva Goswami. So if anybody wants to read, you can read verse 7. So now there Sukadeva Goswami gives that example, and then he says, just like how Vitrasur, Indra killed Vitrasur and how he fell down, the same way Lord Krishna is going to kill Pūtanā and she does not realize. So this is one of the example. And then other example is given like how Pūtanā cannot see Krishna, cannot see the Supreme Lord. So if you see that even in Krishna Katha, in that chapter 10th canto, there are many stories like Indra draining Gokul, correct, with lot of rain, pouring down complete rain. So even Indra could not see Krishna. Then Lord Brahma takes away the cow and the coward boys, because even Brahma cannot see Lord Krishna. Now who are Lord Brahma and Lord Krishna? I mean Indra, they are demigods, they are much smarter than us. If they cannot understand us, how can we, a simple human being, can understand? So imagine Pūtanā being a demon, how can Pūtanā understand Krishna? So these are beautiful examples, they have been shared there. So she did not realize that who she is going to pick up and try to play the activity that she wants to do. So now imagine a 6-year-old boy, she is trying to pick up. So people question that, oh, it's only 6-year-old boy. And then Pūtanā also is thinking that this boy is 6 years old. I mean 6 days old. So God can be 6 days old, 6 months old, 6 years old, or 60 years old. It does not matter. For him, he is always a Bhagwan. He can perform miracles in that same thing, because for him, everything is the same. But for us, when we are 6 days old, we don't even realize who we are. We don't realize we are Gujarati, we are Hindu, we are Muslim, we are Christian, we are Americans, we are Indian. But now we can say, I am this, I am that. But when you are 6 months old or 6 days old, you are no better than an animal. You have no senses. But for God, if he is 6 days old, it is not like that. He is God at any given point of time. For him, it does not matter. So there are so many such examples, and that is how they've been given examples. So, and Gita says, Krishna says that I know everything about past, present, and future, correct? And not only that, but he knows what is in your heart, what is in my heart, what is in heart of trees, living entities that are in water, everything, correct? But out of all this, he says that I know everything that exists in creation, everything that exists. What was your birth 100 years before? What was your birth 99 years ago, 99 life before? And what next birth you are going to take after this life, he knows. So, but he says that it is so sad and part of sadness that after knowing all this and you add all these people in this universe, the saddest part is that not even one knows about me as a whole. This is one of the saddest part that Krishna says. And he says, Tu Vedana Kaschana. Means entire study of Veda, entire human being on this planet, living entities, combined together does not understand my quality in whole. This is what Krishna says. So we can understand that this is how it says. So Krishna says that even studying Veda will not, so if you, there is in Bhagavad Gita, the chapter 7, Krishna says if you study Veda, even Veda will not give you the knowledge of Krishna, because with what mood and with what intention you are studying, that matters. So there also Krishna says that you might or might not get the knowledge of me. So he says that this is only possible by the mercy of me, by mercy of Guru, by mercy of sages, and by mercy of devotees, like all of you. Without them, he cannot study, understand the Lord. And he says in Bhagavad Gita, correct, to Arjuna, how you can know. Bhaktosi, Sakhasi. So he says either you become devotee or you become my friend, then only you can learn about me. Otherwise, there is no way. So he says that if you say the name of the Lord, correct, then you don't need to study any Veda, you don't need to study any book. Just the name is so powerful that you don't even need to think about Krishna. You just speak name of Krishna, all problems, all knowledge of Krishna will be brought into your, downloaded to your heart. That is what Krishna says. So Krishna says, my name is powerful than me. So Krishna's name is powerful than Krishna himself. Correct? So we say, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is why Srila Prabhupada always says, correct? Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Harinam Kevalam in Kali Yuga. It's only Harinam. That's the deliverance. So with that intention, if you do, then we can understand all the learnings of Krishna and all the teachings of Krishna. So now, of course, Pūtanā has come to kill Krishna, and then she picks up the kid, and now she takes her into the lap and she starts breastfeeding Krishna. So there, as soon as Krishna, so there is a description of the poison that is described, that that poison is so powerful that just by touching the kid's lips, when they touch the poison, the kid will immediately die. It is that powerful. So she comes with that, with that spear, poison spear on her breast, and she starts breastfeeding the kid. And Krishna takes things of Shiva, as I said. So Shiva is drinking the poison, and Krishna is drinking milk and is also drinking the life air of Pūtanā. So now as he starts feeding on that milk and the life air of Pūtanā, Pūtanā starts getting goosebumps and uneasy feeling that something is not happening right. And as soon as she realizes that she's getting chest pumps and heart pressure and stuff like that, so she immediately starts screaming and trying to throw the kid away from her. And she says, "Bas ho gaya," like enough, you had enough of milk. And she tries, but the kid does not give up because he is hungry and he wants to drink. So he's deadly steadfast focus on drinking the life air of Pūtanā. And she tries a lot hard, she screams. And when she cannot control herself, so she screams so loud that she was a demon and she could fly and she could become as huge as possible. So that by her scream, you can understand it went to the outer space. It was powerful than lightning, it is said. So she screamed. So everybody who were there in the house, just by that voice, they felt that the lightning had hit the house, and because of that pressure of that sound, everybody fainted. So nobody was awake, everybody was fainted. And then she became so huge because now she started realizing that she's losing her power and she cannot control this kid or cannot get rid of this kid. So she starts expanding her size, and now she's coming to her original size. So at that time, all the acharyas or all the gurus, they give commentary that when you come in touch with Krishna, or when Krishna takes hold of you, then it brings you into your original form. So now when Krishna is sucking the life air, what is happening? Pūtanā is coming into her original form. So now we all can understand how we are in our original form. We are all in connection with Krishna. We are all doing tilak. We are all doing japamala. Correct? We have japas. We are wearing clothes. We are doing Bhagavatam reading. We are doing Harinam. So what Krishna does, when you come in touch of Krishna, you come into your original position. This is what Krishna is trying to say through this message. So she becomes huge, and then now she has expanded into a bigger size, and then she starts flying into the air because now she wants to get rid of the kid. But Krishna is not letting go. Now you can imagine this is a 6-day-old boy. So as I said before, for Krishna, 6-day-old boy or 60 years old, he is the same. So imagine this big demon cannot get rid of this 6-year-old boy. This is the power of the Lord. And you can imagine for Hiranyakashipu, he could not be killed by Indra's lightning weapon. He could not be killed by any weapons. And how Krishna kills him? Nrsimhadeva through his nails. So you can imagine, for Lord, there is nothing impossible. You cannot limit with your imagination. So this is what Krishna is doing. So now she is flying into the air. Now Krishna is thinking that when I suck her life air out, she will fall. So when she is expanding, in Bhagavatam it is described, she is almost like 12 miles long and wide. Now why only 12 miles? It could have said 50 miles, 2 miles or 3 miles. This was the exact size that was given. So if you challenge like this, you can imagine in our science, even in Hanuman Chalisa, the distance between sun and the earth was already described. So similarly here, there was a size that Pūtanā demon had, 13 miles long. So now she took her original size. So now Krishna is thinking, if I kill her, and if she falls in the same Vrajgaon, Nandgaon, and falls, Nandgaon is only like 20 kilometers, 20, 30, 40 kilometers at that time. She will wipe out the entire village. So Krishna is thinking, where I make her fall while taking her life air out. So he decides that between Mathura and Nandgaon at that time, there was a Kans had a beautiful garden with all the trees like forest. So he decides that, okay, if I make her fall down, to burn the body, dead body, you will need lot of woods. So everybody will have to go and work. So he decides that this is a beautiful garden of forest park, like we have national park. There is a park, Kans had it. He says, I'll drop her there. So all the trees will also get cut down. It will be easy to burn her body and nobody will die. He decides like that because when Krishna does, there is no domino effect of bad things. Because in human form, any invention we do for the betterment of life always has a domino effect with bad causes. Example, we wanted to increase ourselves in speed as fast, so we invented oil. Correct? So with oil, petrol, we can do a lot of things. We can fly aeroplanes, we can go in speed. Correct? And today's AI data center also runs on those natural gas. So we are doing, but what are the side effects of oil? We all know. So we try to create new solution, but that solution does not benefit entire society. It always creates domino effect with bad things. But when Krishna does something, it has never a bad effect. It is always good for the entire living society. So these are something that we have to understand, and this is what Bhagavatam is giving an example of. So he takes Pūtanā and he falls down to this forest, and when she falls, it takes a lot of trees and everything with her and she falls. So you can imagine 6-year-old boy can completely fall down, correct? And can be anywhere. But when the dead body is there, he's still on the top of the body and he's playing there. Now when she falls, again the big sound happens, correct? So all the Vrajvasis woke up and they realized what is this huge sound. They can't understand because what they saw was a beautiful Lakshmi. Because when she screamed, everybody fell down, so they could not realize what form Pūtanā had taken, 12 miles long. And then she falls, the huge sound, they woke up. And when they woke up, of course, Yashoda Mai and Rohini, they immediately opened the eyes, and you can imagine 12-mile long body. So in Bhagavatam it has been described that her teeth were like the plow of a farming equipment. That was the size of her face, the teeth. So you can imagine. And the breasts were said like the big boulder from the mountain falling, it was like that. So that was her size. And the legs and hands were like the river banks. So imagine if you wake up and you see, means you just see a huge gigantic body. And Yashoda Mai and Rohini, as soon as they saw, they fainted. What happened to my boy? But Gopiyas, the other friends of Yashoda Mai and Rohini, they ran towards the body to see where is Krishna, because they did not care about their protection or their benefit of their self-defense. They immediately think, what is happening to my Krishna? And they ran. So they go towards the body. They see kid, baby Krishna playing on the top. They, without thinking that it is a dead body or anything, they just jump on them, grab Krishna, and they bring Krishna down from there. So now, when they are bringing Krishna down, so that is where one of the things they say. So why these gopiyas are going and bringing them down? So it is said that they never think about their own safety. They always think the safety and the benefits of Krishna. So there, I'll speak this in Hindi because it will sound much better, but I'll try my best to speak in English later on. So it is said कि चाहे राजा हो, चाहे महाराजा हो, दुनिया छोड़ जाए, शरीर छूट जाए, परिवार छूट जाए, सब कुछ छूट जाए, लेकिन कृष्ण ना छूट पाए. एक बार लग गई सदा के लिए, छूटे ना छुटाए लगन हरि नाम की. This is what happens with Vrajvasi mood. They are in such mood that once they get the pleasure of the name or the mercy of the name, they cannot give away the, how can I say, the inspiration of the Hari name. See, it's difficult to speak it in English, but in Hindi it sounds better. So that is how it happens. So it is said that devotees' mood is such that they can, they pray that everything can be taken away from me, my wife, my husband, my kid, my family, my wealth, everything. But please don't take away the name of the Lord, because that is how the mood of devotees are. And this is what, and this is why it is, this katha is very beautiful. And you can imagine this katha, Sukdev Goswami starts, very first 5 days is all about Krishna's birth, and then the katha starts. So there is another story here where Uddhavji is also talking to Vidurji, and he's also, his heart also gets melted by hearing this story, that how merciful Krishna is, that someone is coming to kill. And that too, how she's coming to kill? By breastfeeding, like taking the form of mother. Today it is impossible to think that a mother would try to kill her own child, correct? Or try to kill another's child. So Vidurji is thinking, and he says, like, how beautiful, how merciful is this Lord, that even he shows mercy to the person who's coming to kill her in the form of mother. So he says, and that is why this, and then again Sukdev Goswami also hears this katha, and once he hears this katha, he becomes the devotee of the Lord. Otherwise, before this katha, he was never interested in personal form of the Lord. He was a Brahmavadi. He was impersonalist. He was only reading books. He was now. But he heard this katha, that how a God can be so merciful. In today's world, it is impossible. So because of that, Sukdev Goswami, after hearing this katha, also becomes thing. So what Pūtanā tried to show here, so दुष्ट पूतना ने यह दिखाया मैं दुष्टता की सीमा हूँ, तो भगवान ने यह दिखाया कि मैं करुणा की सीमा हूँ. So she is showing that I am the last edge of the bad things that any human being can commit. And on the other side, Krishna says, I am the last edge of the mercy to show you that you can be as bad as possible, but I have still better mercy than you. So you cannot come as close to the Lord. So this is what Lord is trying to say. So that is how it happens. So now I'll cut short, go very fast here. So when Pūtanā is fallen and she is down on the forest, Nand Baba has come to Gokul. And he sees this dead body lying there. And of course, everybody tells the story what happened, because till they remember. And they said that they were unconscious, and they woke up, they saw this body, and nothing happened to Krishna. So Nand Maharaj thought about his brother Vasudeva, because Vasudeva had given him hint that something was going in Gokul. So hurry back home. So he thanks Vasudeva in his mind, and then he tells that this body is so huge, we can't just burn it like this. Today even electric cremation service will not also be this long, 12 mile long. Okay? So what do you have to do? You have to either cut in pieces and put it in there. So same way Nand Baba had to tell all his cowherd boys, cut into pieces and then burn them. Now the wood was easily available because she fell, so the wood was already broken from the trees. So what happens now, they cut the pieces and they start burning the pieces, the body. And now something very surprisingly happens. When a dead body is burned, it smells very bad. But when Pūtana's body is being burnt, it gives a smell of wood, ugra wood. Does anybody know perfume? Wood is one of the oud, O-U-D, is one of the most precious perfume in today's world. And that smell, in Bhagavatam it says it was from that wood, ugra wood, that wood. So if anybody knows, the world's costliest perfume has the ingredient called oud, which is part of the wood. So it goes like in thousands of dollars, like $5,000, $10,000. So that smell, the fragrance started coming from that body. So everybody, Vrajvasi also get like, what is this smell coming from? Because now that fragrance, you can imagine 12-mile body being burnt, the fragrance is spread across everywhere. So what does it say? No matter whatever bad things you do, but if you come in contact with Krishna, you become pure. And this was the sign. Pūtanā came in contact with Krishna, and every impurity of her was taken away and was made into pure. This was the sign. So with that, then the kid was brought home, and then they started doing all the type of good auspicious things. So they bathe Krishna and they start putting tilak, and they do. So we as a devotees, we also do tilak. So Krishna was put tilak into 12 places with cow dung. So people will think, what is cow dung? But cow dung is pure, correct? So this is how they do tilak. So what they do, they put 12 tilak on his body where it is important. So it is Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha, Om Vishnuaya Namaha, Om Madhusudanaya Namaha, Om Trivarkaya Namaha, Om Vamanaya Namaha, Om Sridharaya Namaha, Om Rishikeshaya Namaha, Om Padmanabhaya Namaha, and on the back, Om Damodaraya. So these are what? Names of Lord. So Lord is being protected. Who protects the entire universe? The Vrajvasis is protecting Lord by doing this tilak. Correct? So this is why we are doing tilak in our body, because we also say that this body is not ours, it is God. So we make this body as a temple by applying this tilak. And to enjoy this, where Brajvasis don't think Krishna as God and think him that as a normal boy, and to enjoy this pastime, Krishna comes there. And so this is one of the important things. So now let us understand things that Pūtanā had come with a wrong desire, and because of this wrong desire, she wanted to kill. And with that, Krishna, even with that wrong desire, gives her the position of mother in her Golok Vrindavan, in her eternal abode. So now imagine if somebody comes in a neutral emotion, that I have come to the temple and I want to give something to Lord. So I am giving $1,000 donation. Imagine what God will give him. If Pūtanā is given this with that intention, if somebody just comes with this neutral intention and gives $1,000, what will God give? Now the second part is, if someone has faith that Lord is mine and I am his and I am offering something, what God will give him. Right? And then the last one is, if someone comes with love to Krishna and gives something to Krishna, you can imagine what he will give. To what Yashoda Mai he gave, he will give the same. So these are things that we have to do. So these are very powerful. This is very powerful story. And this is one of the things that we all should understand from this story, that no matter what you have in life, good or bad, but your intention should be to offer or to give to God. But we live in the times, in such time, we can't even part away with small things. But this story gives, whether you have anger, lust, or even you are enemy towards anyone or envious thing, your motive should be to give, offer that to Lord. Because once it comes in contact with God, it becomes pure. And God, what does He do? God never looks at our faults. God always looks at our good qualities and our good things within us. The good emotions, good expression. He only looks at that. He does not look 10,000 faults in us. He always looks at the good part. Pūtanā had nothing good in her. But just because she came that I want to feed this boy as a mother. And that is why Krishna just looked at that good quality. Did not see anything. So we have to come with that intention. This is the month of Kartik. This is what we have to have. Whatever good or bad you have, offer it to Krishna. Offer. And this is the way we try to follow the Kartik month, correct? So this is very powerful story. We should all think about this. And with that, we all can offer something, because if we come in contact with Krishna, we'll definitely get there. So with that, we'll try to do the learnings that we have done, and I'll pause with that. So there are, I believe, 11 learnings. Now I have written it in Hindi because I had prepared for Hindi. So I'll say it in Hindi and then I'll try to translate in English. भगवान की कृपा ना तो बुद्धि से मिलती है ना कर्म से. भगवान की भक्ति, भगवान का ज्ञान केवल भगवान, संतों, गुरु और वैष्णव की कृपा से मिलती है. So the mercy of the Lord and His knowledge cannot be acquired by our intelligence or by our activities or by our karma. Bhagwan, the Lord's mercy and His knowledge is only possible by the mercy of God Himself, or this mercy of sages or Guru and his devotees. Then the second learning that we can do, अपने हृदय में जिसने भगवान कृष्ण को धारण किया है, उसके जीवन में कभी बंधन नहीं हो सकता. So anyone who has taken the shelter of Krishna, shelter of lotus feet of Krishna, or Krishna's shelter in his heart, then there cannot be any problems in his life or any challenges. Third learning, भगवान के चरणों का स्मरण करने लगो तो जीवन की सारी विपत्तियां समाप्त हो जाती है. If you take the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, all your problems and challenges vanishes away. Then the fourth, कृष्णा और कृष्ण के नाम में कोई अंतर नहीं है. There is no difference between Krishna or Krishna's name. Fifth, एक बार लग गई तो लग गई सदा के लिए, छूटे ना छुटाए लगन हरि नाम की. Correct? This is also we learn. So once you get the taste, higher taste of the name of the Lord, then you will never be able to forget it from your heart. It will always be with you. Sixth, भगवान कहते हैं कि मैं पकड़ता नहीं. Like पूतना, मैंने आपको नहीं पकड़ा. Correct? मैं मथुरा नहीं गया. You came from Mathura to me. तो कृष्ण क्या कहते हैं? भगवान कहते हैं कि मैं पकड़ता नहीं, लेकिन जिस सौभाग्य से यदि कोई एक मुझे एक बार भी कह दे कि कृष्णा मैं आपका हूँ, तो फिर मैं जीवन में उसे कभी नहीं छोड़ता हूँ. Correct? So once by some or the other how. So Lord says that I never catch anyone, because I only catch if they are true in their emotions and expression. But let's say you have done some good cause, and because of that you have come in touch with Krishna and I have connected with you. Then once I have connect, I will never let go of you. So you will never be able to forget Krishna. Then we'll go to the seventh learning. So एक दुष्ट पूतना ने यह दिखाया मैं दुष्टता की सीमा हूँ, तो भगवान ने यह दिखाया कि मैं करुणा की सीमा हूँ. भगवान की कृपा असीम है. थोड़ी सी सेवा या संपर्क भी मोक्ष का कारण बन जाता है. सो पूतना सेड दैट आई हैव द very cruel heart, and that nobody can beat that cruelty of acting as a mother and trying to kill the kid. So Lord also says that I am the extreme of that. that I can show mercy more powerful than that, and I am that last stage of mercy that it can beat that cruelty. Correct? So this is the month of Kartik, and that's what we say, that don't worry about it. Just come in touch with Krishna and every problems of life can be solved away. Then 8th learning. Bhagwan ne kaha ki mere samne, this I forgot to explain in the class because of the time, but this is the story of Vibhishan. So you know, Vibhishan comes in front of Ram. So every Sugriv Sena, they all started saying that he is brother of Ravan. So he's playing politics. So Ram says the same exact sentence which I'm going to say. The Lord Ram is saying, Bhagwan ne kaha कि मेरे सामने यदि कोई आ गया तो सूर्य के सामने आने पर जैसे अंधकार नहीं टिकता, उसी तरह मेरे मंदिर में, मेरे सामने, मेरी भक्ति में यदि कोई आ गया तो जीवन में पाप नहीं रह सकता. And that is why he says, Vibhishan, you are the king of Lanka, before even defeating Ravan. So Lord says that if anybody comes in front of me, just like you come in front of sun, there is no possibility of darkness. Similarly, if anyone comes in front of me, comes into my temple, takes my name, in front of him there cannot be possibility of ignorance or lack of knowledge. 9th, भगवान की कृपा न्याय से परे है. भगवान किसी भी भक्त में दोष नहीं देखते, वे केवल अच्छा ही भाव देखते हैं. So Lord is above the decisions of the court, he says, correct? He's above the decisions of the court or the decisions of life. He says that if anybody, he does not look into any human being's fault, he only sees the good things about that person. He never looks at fault or wrong things in the person. Just like in Pūtanā, he never saw anything bad in Pūtanā. He only saw the good aspect of Pūtanā. So 10th, जो भी भगवान के संपर्क में आते हैं, चाहे विरोधी हो ही क्यों ना हो, वह भी पवित्र होकर मुक्त हो जाता है. So if anybody comes in touch with Krishna, whether they come in the mood of enemy or they come in mood of any other form, once they come in contact with Krishna, they are bound to become pure. And the last, जहाँ कृष्ण है वहाँ भय नहीं, केवल प्रेम और कृपा है. Wherever Krishna is there, there is no place for fear. There is only love and mercy. So यहाँ इससे मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम करता हूँ और सबका धन्यवाद करता हूँ. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. सो हरे कृष्णा. किसी के कोई प्रश्न, फीडबैक, कमेंट या कोई भी टिप्पणी हो तो प्लीज़. And before we do, I have an announcement. I don't remember. I don't know if Joss will remember me. Or Joss, I had met you. We have a very privilege today. We have a special guest, so we'll allow him to speak for 5 minutes. But please be patient, Joss. We'll just finish question-answer sessions and then we'll hand it over to you. Yeah?
All right. Does anybody have any questions, any comments, reflections, anything that you would like to ask based on the session that we had today? True? Yes.
Election Prabhu, Prabhu, you mentioned that Nanda Baba, he remembered the Lord when he was afraid. Similarly, even ordinary people or common people, whenever they are afraid, they try to remember the Lord, either Jesus or any Lord. So at the same time, Lord is saying that Antakalacha Mameva, even Yam Apismaran Bhavam Tajante Antakalevaram. So in these two verses, he is saying that whoever remembers me,
they'll come to me.
They will come to me. And people, when they are afraid also, they remember the Lord. So at the time of death also, generally people are very afraid. So they might remember the Lord. So do they end up in going back to Godhead, or is it like how to understand that?
Yes, very nice question, Prabhuji. Yes, I'll try my best to answer. So there are different stories, so ways to understand. So when Krishna says you will come back to me, means there are multiple ways to understand that. So depending on your life activity, If you remember his last name means you have to understand in today's world also, in material world, I'll give an example. If you want to become good at any sports, what do you have to do? First, you have to choose your muse, like which best player you are inspiring for. So first you have to have an inspiration. Once you have an inspiration, you have to know the rules and knowledge of the sport. Right? Once you have rules and knowledge of the sport, what you will do? You have to practice. Once you practice, you become good at it. So then if somebody wakes you up at 2 o'clock at night, you will be able to perform. Right? So this is exactly what Krishna says. That if you inspire, who? Inspire for Krishna. Means you have to know. Then you have to know the rules and knowledge of Krishna, spiritual science. And then once you know rules and knowledge, means you have to practice. Once you practice, when the time comes to perform, you'll be able to play sports, whether it's football, basketball, cricket or anything. Okay? Because you've been practicing. So if you practice, you'll be able to remember. But 99.9%, I can share my personal experience. If I'm in plane and if there is a turbulence, correct? I always remember Krishna, but it is only for few seconds. Then it is gone. So when that impact happens, you only think for 2 seconds. And then it is gone. Then you will never remember. Because then other things come up. So I'll give an example in material world. Today you can find it on TikTok, YouTube, Reels, Instagram. People record those on the phone on the last minute. And you have seen that people say, last minute I'm telling this message to my kids and my family. They don't think of Lord Jesus. So it is very easy to say. But we never practice for our lifetime. It will never come to you. All these material things will take up your mind. So that's one way to answer. The second way to answer, Krishna says yes. So let us say if you remember Krishna at the very last moment, then what will happen? If your activities are good, then based on that you will get the human form of life in next. So you will be able to continue the practice of Krishna because he is not taking away from him. He is still giving you an opportunity to know about him, learn about him and come to him. So this is how you will take the birth of human. That is for sure because you remembered him. And if you are practicing, then there is no point at all because you will definitely go. Correct? And the Praman is our own spiritual guru, Srila Prabhupada. There is nothing we can do. So these are 3 folds which I can answer in short, but of course there are multiple ways. I hope that answers. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, very nice presentation. Do you happen to know who was Pūtanā in previous lifetime?
Yes. She was very nice. So of course karma takes the path, correct? And karma means whatever you do in your past life, then that future. So she happens to be the sister of Bali Maharaj. So when Bali Maharaj was doing a famous charity, this young Vamandev came and Bali Maharaj's sister was sitting there. So immediately she saw this kid and she had this motherly love that I wish that I would have a kid like this boy, this Brahman. And then when Vamandev comes to Bali Maharaj and Sukracharya says that he is Vishnu, don't give to him, he will take everything away. And Bali Maharaj disregards his teacher and accepts Vishnu as his guru and he says, take whatever you want. And he says, I need only 3 steps. So when he's in 2 steps, he takes away everything. And there is no place for the 3rd step. And when he asked, where do I place my 3rd step? And he says that, put it on my head, means he's going to take the life. At that time, this Bali Maharaj's sister says, wish I can kill this boy. So she had 2 desires in her life. First desire was to become a mother of this boy. And the second desire was to kill that boy. So that desire needs to be fulfilled, correct? So she comes as a Pūtanā. So she came with motherly love to breastfeed the kid, but at the same time she had poison on her breast to kill the boy. So she was Bali Maharaj's sister in her previous lives. Ratnamala, yes, Prabhuji.
Hello. Yeah, Hare Krishna. So nice lecture. Really liked it and very nice teachings too. At the end that you gave. I just
I have no questions. I just wanted to share some comment. When you were talking in the lecture, I remembered here one of the church vans had a saying at the back, and it said that Lord's mercy is bigger than any of my mistakes. So I was amazed, that teaching and this thing is so close to each other. So I just wanted to make that comment.
Thank you, Prabhuji. It's very nice. If you really understand all books, all religion, they all teach the same thing. But it is human who interpret it in wrong way because they don't study through right teachers or right parampara, means right lineage. But if you really study Bible, because we had a friend here and a devotee, Brendan, he was a teacher of Bible and he teaches Bible. He has read all versions of Bible. And he also said that the teachings are almost similar. But when there are changes people make, that is what happens, that they try to interpret it in that way. So yes, Prabhuji, thank you for sharing. It's very interesting to learn that, yeah?
All right.
Ajay, one question and then we can start.
What happened to Pūtanā? She goes back to God?
She gets the deliverance of Pūtanā, gets the status of mother in Golok Vrindavan.
Okay.
Same as Yashoda Mai.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. All right, so let's thank Shyamananda Pandit Prabhu by chanting Hari Bol loudly 3 times. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Okay.
So like he very nicely explained, we all are we are spirit souls, we are spiritual sparks coming from the Lord, right? We are tiny, but like he said, in this world that we live in today, the times that we live in today, we are trying to expand outward. Just like Pūtanā, she came in as a beautiful woman, like that, like a spiritual spark, right? But then, she turned into this 12-mile long demon, right? So like that, materially, we see the analogy similarly. We are trying to go more outside in the outer world. We are trying to build all these big skyscrapers, all the, in the name of industrialization and material advancement. Human civilization has done a lot of great things, no doubt. So we respect science and technology and advancement, yes. But like Prabhu said, if we connect everything back to Krishna, even though we make mistakes, right? There is domino effect, we make mistakes. But if we are connected to the Lord, then everything becomes purified. So like that, even though we're trying to grow, materially, we should remain connected to the Lord. And this is the best month. This is the month of transcendental sale of mercy of the Lord. And in this month, if we do any devotional activity, just coming here, like you all have taken, time, your valuable time out of your weekend schedule to be here, that itself shows that, how much love you have in your heart for the Lord. And that time that you have given, because in this world, time is the most precious thing, as we know, right? Nothing is more important than time. Everybody, all the CEOs, all the billionaires, trillionaires who want to become trillionaires now are behind time, right? So they have, but giving time to the Lord, that is the simplest thing, and Lord is pleased by the simplest offerings. So thank you all for coming. Thank you, Shyamananda Pandit Prabhu, for the wonderful class and inspiring all of us on this week 1 of this month of mercy. So now I would I'd invite Pramod Zaveri. Mr. Pramod Zaveri, please, if you can come forward and just introduce Josh, and then we will hear from Josh. Yes.
So let me first, Prabhuji, speak something about Josh. I had a wonderful pleasure to meet Josh like a couple of months back. And he's standing for election in Sim Township as a trustee. And I had an amazing opportunity. He's a wonderful person. And not only he's thinking just about himself, but he definitely wants to serve the community. But I will not take away the Pramod Zaveri's introduction, but I'll let him speak. But thank you, Josh, for being here and coming here and helping us in our endeavor.
Yes. Half the introduction is already been done now. I wanted to thank Vivek. He's Chaturvedi, he's not here. But Vivek Chaturvedi invite Josh into Durga Pujas. There was on a given road, there was a Durga Puja, so he invited him. So he was there, and then he came and introduced me to Josh. And I'm trying to be ambassador to promote young people come into the politics where we can put down our voice. Whenever we have some kind of problems, we can do something, or we can provide and we can put our emphasis in. I always has done that. So when he introduced me, I see a young man here, Josh. I met him and everything. So it feels like he is a very young man, but he's not a young man. He has a 25 years old daughter. But still he looks like a 20 years, 25 years. So I just met him and I just talked about him. I just said, listen, you are a Sim Church. We have lots of people in the Sim Township. You need some help. And he said, yes, I need some help. So I invited. The thing is, somebody here, he always trying to get in the back seats, and that's Amrish Bansal. I call him, we always contact with him, and I talked to him, and then we got together. The day before yesterday, we got together, and then he agreed to come over here and talk about what he's doing and what he wants to do, and he needs some help, see if we can help him. So by that, I just want to introduce Josh Hendrickson.
Yes.
Hendrickson. Here's Josh.
Son of Hendrik, although we have no idea who the original Hendrik was. Hello, everyone. It's nice to meet you. Can I share you a little bit about my heart for a second? I really love the comment over there because I was busy in my seat thinking something so incredibly similar about how truth is truth is truth. And we hear it in so many sources in so many places, but regardless, truth remains truth. And as I listened to the lesson tonight, I kept hearing elements that I've heard so many times before, and it was just wonderful, wonderful. I came here because I want to understand all of you better. I am running for Sim Township trustee, and I got involved in that for similar reasons that I think you'd be interested. I've heard about what happened with the community center, and I watched it go down online, and I was incredibly confused and kind of upset to see that without reason, without comment, without real explanation. And I've been sort of in that position. Where I live in Sims Township, there are no sidewalks and there are no street lamps, and we take our children to an intersection and they stand in the darkness waiting for the bus. And my son and the other children nearly got run over by a car that just sped right through the stopped bus, sped right through the stop sign. And I immediately went and wondered, my house was built in 1970, our neighborhood has no sidewalks, why don't we have them? And there is no reason, there's no explanation, there's just no good reason. They have told us that we only intend to bring sidewalks to where there are parks, and we have no intention of interconnecting neighborhoods. They have stopped listening, the current trustees, to the people. They've stopped trying to understand the needs of the people. They have decided they know what we need, even if we don't agree, even if we don't know what we think we know. And I would like to take things a different direction. I want to do things like this. I want to come and hear from you, because I don't know what you need anywhere near as good as you know what you need. And I want to make decisions based on knowledge coming from you, from other people. As I've gone around Sims Township, I found roads that haven't been paved in 35 years. I found streets with fire hydrants that don't work. I found people who have said, we've reached out and we want leadership who hear us, and they don't have that. We can change that direction. We can bring sidewalks and street lamps to neighborhoods that want them. We can bring community centers to Sims. I think community Sims would have been so much better off with a community center than an empty building. We can make decisions based on your needs and their needs, and not on what I think. So that's me and my heart. I want to listen. I want to understand. I think we are better off when we do that first and then lead that way. Again, thank you for letting me come. This has been wonderful. Yes, so it's the first Tuesday of November is the election day. That's November 2nd, I believe. It's getting hard to remember. This will be a very low turnout year. In Sims Township, there isn't a lot on the ballot. There is the trustee position, a municipal court position, some school board. Depending on where you live, there may not be any choices there, and a few levies. Every single person who shows up and votes, this is in some ways your most powerful year. You can make your voice heard. Because so few people will show up, it will kind of spread your influence when you do and others don't. So please get to know me tonight. Don't just vote for me blindly. And if you don't believe in me, I understand entirely, but I want to earn that respect and trust. But please do show up and vote regardless, because that is the heart of this nation. That is the heart of your power in some ways. If you want change, the only way to make that happen is to show up. I have sat on the sidelines all my life going, I wish things were different. It wasn't until I watched the trauma of seeing my son being nearly run over that I realized the only way to make difference is to stand up, step up, and make your voice heard. And that's what I'm trying to do, and you can do that with me. So November 2nd, early voting is available now, or November 4th, November 4th, first Tuesday. Early voting is open right now. You can go down to the Hamilton County Board of Elections, or if you're not in Sims Township or Hamilton County, whatever your local Board of Election is, and vote today if you wish to. You can also fill out absentee ballots and have them mailed to you. I have forms for that if anyone would like them as well. But it's so important. This is the moment where you can really, truly make your power known.
Thanks, Josh. He's so shy and doesn't want to talk about that anybody's living in Sims Township. Please put his yard sign, if it's possible for them. Put his word out there so they go out and vote for him. It's very important. So then you can put the signs, you can spread the words. And if you can physically help, some children can help, that he likes to have that one. So whenever you have a chance, here he is, and you can talk to him at the end of our conversation here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amrish.
So as everybody know, we had a C2 center, correct, at Mason, and our permission was denied. And Josh has actually seen this entire video recording of our trustee, and he strongly believes that it is done in a wrong way, and he wants to help us. So those people who are living in Sim Township, of course, will reach out through WhatsApp and other digital communication to vote for him. So please think about that. It is for our benefit. It is for everyone's benefit in the society that such forward-looking people who wants to serve the society are standing up for election. So thank you, Josh, for taking that opportunity. And I also want to say he's not shy. He's an influencer. So he's having his own business as an influencer. He serves a lot of things, and he's very smart, and he knows how to get things done. And we have tried from our side to support him, everyone, and we'll try to reach out to all our larger Sim Township community to vote for him and to come out. So I have a question for you. Is it necessary to be a citizen to vote, or it's because most of our community, sometimes they are on green card or they are on H1 visa?
You do have to be a citizen, and in this case, you have to be living in Sims Township as well, both pieces. Yes.
So we'll have to try for that. We have to make sure that everyone who is citizen should vote, and we should try to get as many people as on possible. So help spread this word out, like as Josh said. And we want to again thank Josh. And please, while we are staying here, talk to him, try to understand what he does, and as he said, so he's more than happy to help us. Thank you once again, Josh. You're welcome.
Thank you, Josh. All right. So now we'll, let's see if, so Josh is here for the first time. So let's like Josh, anybody else who's here for the first time? Okay, everybody else has been here. Okay, wonderful. All right. Any other, I'm thinking if there are any other announcements. So I think some of us joined a little late, so we announced in the very beginning that this is the most merciful month of Kartik that just started. We started with our series last Saturday with Adi Guru Prabhu. And so we have 6 sessions lined up for the next 6 weeks. The Damodar month ends on November the 5th. We are doing online programs. Again, this month, like I said, just we have to offer a simple lamp. If we offer to the Lord, that gives us millions and millions fold of spiritual credit. So we are doing online programs Monday to Thursday. Friday and Sunday we have home programs. We had our first home program yesterday, and then tomorrow we have at Nalin Prabhu and Pragyan Mataji's home. And Saturdays, of course, we meet here every Saturday. So we look forward to having all of your association during this whole month of Kartik. Like I said, these 30 days are very, 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 very auspicious, very, 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 spiritually enlightening. And so we should take full opportunity that whatever we have not done, if we can do in this 1 month, that will be most sublime. Yes. So we will now rise and we will do Damodar Ashtakam. So Damodar Ashtakam is this beautiful form of the Lord, Lord Damodar. And we're going to hear the glories of Lord Damodar next Saturday, where he is lovingly agreeing to be tied by his mother. So Lord, who controls everything in the world, he gets caught by the love of his devotees. So that is how wonderful this pastime is. So this song, this bhajan that we're going to sing, and we're going to offer ghee lamp to the Lord. So, like I said, this month when you offer the lamp, it is like signifying the symbolically, the victory of light over darkness. So it brightens up our inner core of soul. Yeah. So we'll have Balalila Prabhu sing, and we have 3 lamps, right, Prabhu? So we'll have. Yes.
Yeah. So we'll have 3 lamps. So we'll have 3 lines. Like that you can make. So Mataji's can have 1 line, Prabhuji's and 1 we can have mixed. So we will have that lamp, and everybody, once they offer it, they can put it back or pass it on to the next. So we don't do it in that way. And then remember, 4 times on the feet, 2 times on the navel or the belly, and 3 times on face, and the 7th time across entire. Correct? So with that we will start. And Prabhuji, I think.
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं सत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानं मामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं सत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानं यशोदाभियालोकालादवमानं परं विष्टमत्यन्तातो धृत्यगोप्या
यशोदाभियालोकालादवमानं परं विष्टमत्यन्तातो धृत्यगोप्या
रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रायुग्ममृजन्तं करं भोजयुग्मेन चातङ्कनेत्रं
रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रायुग्ममृजन्तं करं भोजयुग्मेन चातङ्कनेत्रम्
मोहश्वासकं पात्रीरेकाङ्ककान्ता चिताग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिबाधा मोहश्वासकं पात्रीरेकाङ्ककान्ता चिताग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिबाधा इति ग्रीष्मलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम्
इति दृक्ष्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम्
तदीयेषि तज्ञेषु भक्तैर्वितत्वम् पुनः प्रेमतस्तं सतवृत्तिवन्दे
तदीयेषु तज्ञेषु भक्तैर्वितत्वम् पुनः प्रेमतस्तं सतवृत्तिवन्दे
वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षं वदिं वा
न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरेशदपि
वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षावधिं वा न चण्यं वृणेऽहं वरेशदपि
इदं ते वपुनाथा गोपालबाला तदा मे मनसा विकास्तं किमन्या
इदं ते वपुनाथा गोपालबाला सदा मे मनस्या विरस्तं किमन्ये
इदं ते मुखं भोजमत्यन्तनीलय वृतं कुन्तलै स्निग्धा रक्त च गोप्या
इदं ते मुखं भोजमत्यन्तनीलय वृतं कुन्तलै स्निग्धा रक्त च गोप्या
मुहुचुम्बितं बिम्बा रक्तधरां मे मनसा विरास्तं आलं लक्षलभे
मुहुचुम्बितं बिम्बा रक्तधरां मे मनस्या विरस्तं आलं लक्षलाभे
नमो देव दामोदर विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजालब्धिलग्न
नमो देव दामोदर विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्नम्
नमो देव दामोदर विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजालब्धिमग्न
नमो देव दामोदर विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्नम्
कृपा दृष्टिर्स्याति दिनं बतान गृहानेश मामज्ञम् दृश्या कृपा दृष्टिर्स्याति दिनं बतान
गृहाणेश मामज्ञमिदृश्या
कुबेरात्मजो बाधामूर्तैर्भयद्वा त्वया मोक्षितो भक्तिभाजकृतौ च
कुबेरात्मजो बाधामूर्तैर्भयद्वा त्वया मोक्षितो भक्तिर्भाजकृतौ च
तदा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वाकं मे प्रयाच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह
तदा प्रेम भक्ति स्वाकं मे प्रयाच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह
नमस्ते स्तु दाम्ने स्फुरद्दीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायत विश्वसदाम्ने
नमस्ते स्तु दाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायत विश्वस्य दाम्ने
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीयप्रियाय नमो नन्तलीलाय देवय तुभ्यम्
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीयप्रियाय नमो नन्तलीलाय देवय तुभ्यम्
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीयप्रियाय नमो नन्तलीलाय देवय तुभ्यम् नमो राधिकाय त्वदीयप्रियाय
नमो नन्तलीलाय देवय तुभ्यम्
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्
यशोदाभियालोकालादवमान परं विष्टमत्यन्ता प्रदृत्य गोप्या
यशोदाभियालोकालादवमानम् परामृष्टमत्यन्ततोदृत्य गोप्या
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara Radhe, Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara Radhe, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Subhadra Mai Jaya Sudarshana, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Subhadra Mai Jaya Sudarshana, Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara Radhe, Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara Radhe, Jaya Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara Radhe, Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara, Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gaura Premanandi,
Hari Hari Bol.
जय ओम विष्णुपदाय परहंस परजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तम श्रीमद AC भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपदाय परमहंस प्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तम श्री सतश्री श्रीमद् भक्त सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज की, इस्कॉन बीबीटी फाउंडर आचार्य श्री प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन धाम की, वृंदावन मायापुर जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, गंगामय यमुनामाई की, तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की, सामवेद गौर भक्तवृंद की। All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga.
Together, or you do it? I'm gonna try to read over it. But at the end, I need you to help because I don't remember. Like, Jai Nrsimhadeva, Jai Namaste Nrsimhaya. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha Shilatankanakalaye Ito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimha Ito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimha Yato Yato Yami Tato Nrsimha Yato Yato Yami Tato Nrsimha Bahir Nrsimha Hridaye Nrsimha Nrsimha Hridaye Nrsimha Nrsimha Madim Sharanam Prapade Nrsimha Madim Sharanam Prapade Tava Kara Kamala Varena Kama Bhuta Shingam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Dalita Hiranyakashipu Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Narahari Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Jaya Nrsimhadev 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 Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol. Nrsimhadeva Bhagavan ki jai, Bhakta Shrimani Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Mahaprasade Govinde, Namo Brahmani Vaishnave, Sava Punyavatam Rajan, Vishvashane Pachayate, Sharira Vidyajal, Jonendiya Taheka, Dive Pele Vishaya Sagore, Tara Madhya Jivati, Lobo Mashugamati, Tage Jeta Katina Samsare, Krishna Barodoya Moy, Kari Bhare Jivajoy, Swaprasadana Dilo Bhai, Sayana Mritapa, Shri Radha Krishna Gunagao, Preme Rako Shri Chaitanya Nitai, Jaini Ma Jaini Tai, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadara, Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Mahaprasadam ki.
Thank you. Okay, and hopefully everybody still remembers that we have also started a new endeavor. Every Saturday we do one round of japa in the Sangha of Association of Devotees. So those who would like to join us, this month is very most beneficial. The more we engage in spiritual activities, the more benefits we get, spiritual credits. So Kali Kale Krishna avatar in this age, Krishna has come in the form of his name, like we learned today in the class as well. So we will do one round of japa here in this room. So whoever would like to join us for this one round of chanting, we can do it together. And then and also prasadam is also ready. So for those who want to take prasadam, please, you can go for the prasadam. So thank you so much. And this month is also the month of giving. So if you're feeling inspired to give anything, you can see us, or we also have our donation box. You can put it in the donation box, or please see Shyamananda Pandit Prabhu, who gave the class today. You can talk to him. And so whatever your heartfelt contribution that you want to offer to the Lord with love, he would accept, and he would return you many millions of times back. So with that, let's honor prasadam. Let's join us for the round of japa. If you are inspired to do that, then we'll see you there in the room here. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful start of Kartik.